Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about the new movie, Supergirl. If you end up enjoying this video, please consider liking and subscribing. That way, maybe one day I can develop powers and live carefree through the galaxy. Supergirl is directed by Craig Gillespie, who has not made a lot of good movies. But James Gunn wanted to give him a chance with Supergirl, which has been getting torn apart by reviewers lately. So without further ado, let's dive into my spoiler-free thoughts on the film. The movie opens and Kara, aka Supergirl, is living a carefree life through the galaxy. She's a slob, she lives a disgusting life, and in general is just not a very likable character. When one night, when she's getting drunk, a girl walks into the bar that she's at saying that her entire family's been slaughtered and she wants to take revenge on the creature man thing that did the act. And through a bunch of really clunky plot points, leads to Kara helping this girl try to track down this guy and avenge her family. And besides all of the obvious ways that Supergirl could have immediately dealt with this issue, the whole movie forces these two characters to bond and have experiences when Kara very easily could have just taken this into her own hands. Now, I will say this. I went into the movie with extremely low expectations, and it was slightly better than I thought it was going to be, but not by much. And despite what people have said, I actually really like Millie Alcock as Supergirl. I didn't really like her character until about halfway through the film, but that wasn't her fault, that was the writer's fault. Her acting performance as Kara was very believable, and I really enjoyed it. But having to watch her basically nerf herself and go through this whole clunky script just for things to happen at the end of the movie the way they did, I thought was really poor. In all fairness to this movie, there were some moments of decent character development for Kara, and another huge positive element in this movie was Jason Momoa as Lobo. I really hope that he gets a solo film with Lobo because he basically is Lobo. And there were a couple fun interactions in the movie. Other than that, the writing and script for this movie were absolutely atrocious. The story was very clunky and poor. Some of the CGI was downright awful, and the journey this movie takes you on is just not very entertaining. Supergirl is an hour and 50 minutes long. It's rated PG-13. There's a moderate bit of action and violence, including a couple darker moments where you see some things that are mildly disturbing, but it doesn't push the boundary on PG-13 at all. Millie Alcock and Jason Momoa were the only two bright spots of this movie. Everything else, including the antagonists, sucked. I walked out of the theater having to give Supergirl a 5 out of 10. This was a very poorly directed and written movie that could have been so much better with other people in charge. So with all that in mind, sadly, I don't think that Supergirl is worth you spending your time or money to go see in movie theaters. In fact, I don't even know if it's worth watching on streaming platforms unless you have 2 hours and feel like burning that on giving this one a chance. Thank you so much for watching. If you've seen Supergirl, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Do you think Millie Alcock is a good Supergirl, or do you think someone else should take over when they reboot this in 3 years? As always, I appreciate your love and support, and I'll catch you guys and gals in the next one.